Today I'll be finding the best method of earning battle points in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon by testing Mantine Surf versus the Battle Tree. So let's hop on Mantine and see how it goes. Now what I'm going to be doing is trying to surf at the earlier game islands. That Melee Island is much more easy than Pony Island. I think it also might be shorter as well. So the plan is just kind of play Mantine Surf and see how many points I can earn, while also testing a few other things that by playing at the most optimal level, I feel you can make the Mantine Surf rides even go quicker. Like, what if I'm just doing this? You know, if I go up and I actually perform a move, I think it actually takes time away. So maybe there's also some optimization between going as fast as possible and also threading in the right combo of moves. Pretty much star me into anything. And Premier Twist is what you want to be using on these smaller waves, so that should have been some good point optimization right there. Unless it counted as a big wave, as it grew into a big wave. But that's just like the little intricacies of Mantine Surf, and then you just kind of want to be doing moves as fast as possible. So there we go. That's going to pretty much be the comboing right there. I think somewhere around 35,000 points is how you get 10 BP, which is the max that I've noticed in Mantine Surf. So that's something that we can keep going for. And depending on how you feel about the wave, just do moves, and you should be good to go. So that was a Premier Twist plus a Lantern Spiral, or Lantern 360. And that just, boom, free tons of points. And as you complete other parts of the island, you can earn more points as well through other methods. So by doing the Starmie 720 into a Lantern 360 or Premier Twist, you're going to be earning insane amounts of points. But you do have to do it pretty optimally. Like, if you do not start off immediately with that Starmie 720, you might not make it. So you see, that was pretty clutch, but we still earned a good amount of points. And then trying to find room for Magikarp Splash should be pretty solid as well. I don't know if you can do a Starmie 720 with a good Mantine or with a good Magikarp Splash, but this is pretty good. It's looking pretty good right now. On that, yeah, I just want to see how fast it goes, because it feels like just no time passes when you're doing this. So we should be able to earn a lot of points in a short amount of time. So Magikarp Splash, like almost 6,000 points right there. And I'm gonna, let's say I was gonna try to go as fast as possible. Maybe do one more big combo, and then just see if I can make it straight to the end like this. Or maybe we could do it like this and then do like one finishing move. So I feel like we should be getting near the end of Mantine Surf here pretty shortly. Yeah, so big finisher into the Premier Twist. And hopefully that should have been all that it takes to get a good amount of points. Like, we did a couple of solid combos, barely took any time at all. And that is 42,000 on Melee Island, and then we'll see if that is enough to earn like 10 BP and the amount of time that it ended up taking. So 42,000 and beach points, 10 beach points. So yeah, I think the amount of beach points is universal, that it's like there's probably like some kind of scale system, but as long as you break like 35,000, 40,000, you should be earning 10 beach points pretty regularly. And then I also wanted to test heading back to Melee Island, just see if it was much more challenging or how much extra time it may take. So it just seems like if you can kind of keep a mental tally of how well you're doing, how many combos you're getting, or just maybe even make like a set amount, just be like, okay, do this many Starmie 720 into a Lantern or Primarina move, and then just kind of finish surfing like that. So it took about 2.5 minutes to just in the actual surfing itself. So we'll be basing off of that, but then a couple of extra seconds to earn the points and get back on the Mantine. Oh, I think I messed that one up. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Like, there is a little bit of, like, input delay, it feels, when you're doing Mantine Surf. So I think I'll do better, I'll be doing much better off of the recording. But overall, this is just kind of giving the idea as to what you should be doing for getting as many points as possible. So yeah, just do, like, 10 of those. Count out, like, 10 Starmie 720, Lantern 360 combos, and as long as you're playing optimally... Oh, I accidentally did that, so this is, not the best one, but it seems like you can still salvage some, because what you want to do is you want to come down off the wave and then still get a speed boost, and then that's going to be what is best. And Premier Twist on the small waves, and you're good to go. So I'm mostly just doing this to see what happens. Like, you know, how long does it take to do this? Also, yeah, look at that. That was 5,900 points. So you only do 9 combos like that, and then still looking... Actually, you don't even need 9. You need less than that, and you're still looking very strong with the amount of points that we're earning. So obviously, if you're playing better, it might just make things go even faster. And then I also want to test if Pony Island, if that's any longer or shorter, and also how long it takes to just do no point, just speed run, to see if there is like an optimization that can be met right there, or if it is technically a set amount of time, unless you're doing like really bad and just bumping the entire time. So that's another thing to test. It's just like, is it time-based, or is it also going to be based in some kind of other direction? So I'll see you guys in a bit when I've got that done. And I was able to earn an easy 47,000 on Akala Island to Melee Island, which should be, again, 10 battle points just like that. So, I mean, it's fun. At least it's fun. It's not frustrating like the battle tree. It doesn't take that long. You just do it, and then you should be able to earn good amounts of battle points just like that. Alright, so I finished up all my tests, and there are a couple things to note. That Pony Island is substantially longer, so Melee Island to get 10 battle points took me about 2.5 minutes. Akala Island took about 3 minutes and 15 seconds, and then just a full rush. So I went to Melee Island, as you can see right here, scored no points, only 1.5 minutes. So if you can get the big points early on and then just kind of like rush the waves, you can actually decrease the amount of time and potentially bring it down to maybe 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 15 seconds for 10 battle points. So I've never really timed myself at the battle tree, but it feels like just the scenes between battles can take a minute or two by themselves. Let's go on over to the battle tree, let's bring a strong team, and let's see if we can sweep it faster and then actually offset the amount of battle points that can be earned. But it looks like Mantine Surf, if you just spam Melee Island, that might be the best way to go. And also, Akala Island takes so much longer, it might actually be better to just fly back to Melee Island. So yeah, if we just take the quick little bit of time right here, so we're on Akala Island, we go to Melee Island, and that is faster to do that right here than to actually go from Melee back to Akala on that extra amount of time. Also, Akala Island, slightly more difficult. If you bonk once or twice, that is going to increase your time, making this less optimal. So just spam Melee Island for, even including like cutscenes and stuff, you know, 10 battle points every 3 minutes, or maybe even less. That's kind of ridiculous. Now the plan is to win 3 quick battles on the battle tree and then just see how long it took to do all of that. Now I have not unlocked the super single battle yet, but I honestly don't think that that matters a crazy amount. It's just about winning battles and seeing how fast we can do it. And naturally there's a lot of different ways to do it. Right now I'm just going for the YOLO hardest, fastest win possible. So I have superior choice specs, I have Scizor with the Choice Band, and I have a Pheromosa with a Life Orb. So the hope is that I can just like one-shot everything, and even if one of my Pokemon goes down, I can quickly recover into just insane amounts of damage. There's a lot of ways of winning the battle tree. Pretty much my Pokemon Sun and Moon guide still should count, and also the battle tree will like to troll you. I don't know if it's intentional, but I led with a Grass-type Pokemon, and now I have to go up against a Pyroar. However, I think I should still be able to take this thing down. If I Leaf Storm, get the boost with the specs, and Leaf Storm again, yeah, like, I'm still going to be able to win, and Superior is kind of tanky like that. So, I mean, that actually does not take a lot of time. So, in theory, that's 2 battle points right there, despite me earning 1. So, I'm just going to kind of scale this up to the Super Battle and see what actually is better. So, Superior being fast, a lot of my Pokemon being fast means I should just be able to win the battle tree pretty quickly. But going back to some of the other things I've said, with my Pokemon Sun and Moon battle tree guide, you know, a lot of people, they just bring the Mega Salamence, you set up one Dragon Dance, and then you win. So, Mega Pokemon are going to be very powerful for this. Just really any hard sweeping Pokemon. Mimikyu is a Pokemon you can't go wrong with. But as you can see right here, Superior does pretty well. That even in the face of a super effective attack from a Fire-type Pokemon that resists me, I'm not going to do that bad because the Choice Specs just amplifies that much damage. And the battle tree is kind of predictable like that. So I'm just going to mash A and see how long it takes. So it's not taking that long at all, but will it catch up to the amount of points that we're earning through Mantine Surf? Now, also things can go wrong. They do earn more and more points the higher the streak goes, but if your streak gets reset, if you get bumped down, bad things are going to happen. So that's going to be Abomasnow, again, a Pokemon that resists me. Can I two-shot it? It's a bit bulkier than the Pyroar. So we're going to see how this one ends up playing out. Snow Warning, I don't think it's the worst thing that could happen. I don't see Abomasnow being able to, like, Blizzard one-shot, hopefully, because, you know, Pyroar is going to be more special-oriented Pokemon, so it does use the Ingrain, which it's going to be healing, but that means if it doesn't KO me, we're just going to still be able to take it out. So yeah, the average battle lasting between like 5 to 7 turns. Oh, cool, that buffed my speed right there when it used the Icy Wind. And then just the weirdness of the battle tree going to show itself. Turning off battle animations also going to make it faster, so trying to optimize this for the fastest amount of time possible. And it just seems like the hardest hitting sweeping Pokemon like this aren't going to be too much of a threat. And like this Typhlosion doesn't matter. Even if it is Scarf, like we already hit the plus 6. So now we're doing like super effective level of damage against fire type Pokemon. And yeah, these 3 battles actually aren't going to be that long at all. Even against a full team that resists me and has potential super effective hits. So the Superior is a very strong Pokemon. Let's go and change the Pokemon Sun and Moon guide to Superior, also being powerful. But also, when I made that Sun and Moon guide, Pokemon Bank was not out yet, and you could catch Superior, but it did not have Contrary. So now that we have Pokemon Bank, we have access to more Pokemon stuff. It actually looks like it's going to go pretty good. I actually might go for 4 battles, just to get a better kind of baseline as to how fast we can do it. Because I thought the battles were going to take a bit longer. That's just the battle tree. But no, we are sweeping this. And even with Super Battle, I mean, it's going to be fully evolved Pokemon anyways. Maybe slightly tougher Pokemon, and the battle tree does get tougher as you go on. But we can see with the Superior that it kind of doesn't matter what I'm going up against at a certain point. As long as it doesn't one-shot me on that first turn, looks like we should have a pretty good time. So I'm just gonna go and finish off these battles, and then I'll come back with the amounts of times, do some kind of math and numbers breakdown, and every once in a while Leaf Storm can miss, or maybe that was a Protect or something. I'll do the numbers breakdown, and then we'll see what is better at to what point, because obviously Mantine Surf is going to crush it, as we're earning 3 battle points a minute. But I mean, depending on how fast we can start winning battles on the battle tree, there might be like a nice equalization point. I'm predicting at this point, right now, that's going to be at like 50 battles. If you have 50 battles on battle tree, anything past that is going to be faster than Mantine Surf. If you don't make it to 50 and you can't hold that 50, then Mantine Surf is just going to be the best way of going. Oh my god. I might actually get wrecked by this Vespiquen because I don't have like any serious way of dealing with it. And it's heal ordering over my Scizor, and Superior wasn't able to do anything. So yeah, sometimes you can just get stalled. Sometimes you might just get cheesed. And this is actually going to, yeah, he's just using heal order properly. So until I get a crit, and also that means I have to deal with the Protect stalling. But the Vespiquen only knows Protect, Toxic, Heal Order, Defend Order. So I might actually get, like, Bullet Punch down, because it also has Pressure as an ability. And he's using Heal Order every time he can, so I might actually get Struggle stalled right here by the unfair Vespiquen. It's amazing how life comes full circle in these moments, and unless I crit like right now, it's over, and then it threads in a Defend Order. It's getting like the perfect Protect PP stall, and that is one of the most absurd things ever. Wow. I don't even know what I could do against that. Like, I guess when I run out of Bullet Punch, because I am Choice Banded, I can just swap out and keep going for knockoffs and hope the knockoff crits. But that's something. Now I don't think I'm going to take the full time of this battle, but it does show that your averages are going to get skewed. So if I ended at 3 battles, yeah, it'd be like 3 minutes or something for the 3 battles, however long that took. But with this, now it's like, okay, we're getting a bit longer. And Pheromosa doesn't have any way of dealing with the Vespiquen. I mean, I guess actually I could taunt it and then it'll struggle itself, because it doesn't have anything else to do. Never mind. This might work out in my favor. Bringing it back, boys. And there's the struggle. So, just the craziness that you might find yourself in on the battle tree. But my opponent still has 3 Pokemon, and a lot of my key Pokemon don't have much to do. So at least I'm getting the attack boost. It is a Buffalon. So I mean, if any of his Pokemon protect though, I'm kind of wrecked, aren't I? Okay, that's another boost, which is good, because if a Ghost-type Pokemon comes in, I can still lunge. And yeah, so I'm gonna see how long this recording ended up being then after this aspect, or not aspect, whatever. I'm just throwing words out there because my mind was kind of blown that I was able to have that kind of stall happen. But that might actually help out with the average. That not every game is going to be a 3-0, 3-4 move sweep. So I'll get back to you with the numbers, because weird things will happen. Okay, hopefully I can keep you guys with me on this one, because we are about to math. This is where we find out what is better, the Battle Tree or Mantine Surf. So let's get into it. 3 battles took approximately 4 minutes and 45 seconds. That 4th battle, though, took almost 4 minutes in itself. Now, I decided that that is not going to be something common, that for the most part, you're going to be able to just wreck teams. However, the Battle Tree can be unfair from time to time, so I decided to give it an average of 1 minute and 45 seconds per battle on the Battle Tree. Now, with the Mantine Surf, we are roughly making 5.5 to 6 battle points per effective time in battle, because we're making 10 battle points for Mantine Surf approximately every 3 minutes. Now, we can bring that down to potentially 2 minutes 45 seconds or even lower, but for the most part, I'm going to lowball it, so about 5.5 battle points from Mantine Surf. Now, we already know that we start off at 2 BP for the Super Singles battle, and we can go as high as 7 battle points per battle, but shows that Mantine Surf is going to be pretty good in those early stages. Now, what I want to do was take all of the wins and the numbers and stuff like that. So at 16 minutes, we'll have about 10 wins for 20 battle points. At 80 minutes, we should have 50 wins for about 244 battle points, and that is where we hit our peak. So at 60 wins, there'll be 314 battle points because we will then be making 7 battle points per win, and at 60 wins, we have an average of 5.14 BP per battle. So still, after 60 wins on the battle tree, we have not caught up with Mantine Surf. So I want to go even deeper into this one. So at that time, at 60 battles, we'll have about 330 points through Mantine Surf. Now, if we double that, if we go for over 3 hours, almost 3.5 hours, we will finally start to see some pretty decisive results. So 120 consecutive wins on the battle tree will bring us 734 BP. In that time, Mantine Surf will give us 660. Now, here's the thing about these numbers. I was very fair to the battle tree because in the longer run, if we start making it to 50 battles, 60 battles, the trainers are going to get harder. The battle tree is literally going to start countering you, and it will get pretty unfair from that point. So it could take average of 2 minutes per battle when we start getting to this length. Also, that is also factoring in that you need to get 120 consecutive wins on the battle tree. That unless you are getting 80 consecutive wins before every loss on the battle tree, Mantine Surf is going to be better. That about 75-ish, 80, that's going to be your break-even point. So if you lose at 40, well, that means your average is going down. If you lose at 60, your average is going down. So until you start getting like 100 streaks consecutively, or even pushing that, Mantine Surf is going to be better. And also, if the Mantine average goes down, so say we start using 6 battle points instead of 5.5, Mantine Surf is going to start getting closer. And that's also factoring just pure dedication in both. You know, Mantine Surf can get monotonous if you do it for about 3 hours straight, but also at the same time, Battle Tree can take a lot of focus. That if you're at risk of losing your streak, you know, it's going to take a little longer to play through your moves. If you have a tough team matchup, that's going to take a little bit of time as well. So like 3.5 hours, 4 hours, that's where we'll maybe see about 700 battle points for Mantine Surf, 800 battle points for the Battle Tree or something like that. So those are pretty much going to be the numbers. Overall, even with the numbers on the screen right now, I'm going to say that Mantine Surf is better because I haven't made 100 combo in the battle tree. I never even made it in the battle Maison, but at the same time, there are people, they have the teams down. You know, you use the Mega Salamence, you have Mimikyu backing up, you also have like another god tier Pokemon that can't let you lose the battle or something. So yeah, if you start getting 200 streaks on the battle tree, Mantine Surf is going to be the lesser way to go. But I also feel that another good way of doing it is balancing it. That if you have about a 40 streak on the battle tree, so grind up battle tree to about 40 streak, and if you're feeling confident right there, you know, you can do 10 battles on the battle tree, then an hour on Mantine Surf. 10 battles on the battle tree, hour on Mantine Surf. And by doing this, I think that's going to be the best way of optimizing battle points as well as your sanity. But if you're someone that can just grind Mantine Surf non-stop, average 3 minutes consistently, Mantine Surf is probably going to be the best thing overall. Also, it doesn't take any battle skill, doesn't take any requirements whatsoever. You just do the battle tree, and then before you know it, you're able to grind up every item and everything competitive that you could ever want. So if you guys enjoyed the video, those are the numbers. That's showing you the best battle points in Pokemon Ultra Moon. I hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.